Lau here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another toy hunting video in Tokyo. This time I'm going to have a look in Toys R Us. Yeah, Toys R Us is still existing in Japan. And I'm not 100% sure how much I can film of it's really wanted or I don't know. But I will give my best to have a look what new toys are in store here. Okay. I see licca-chan. And I see cool fashion packs for licca-chan. I would like to buy like one or two maybe Japanese dolls. I'm usually not collecting those, you know, I'm more collecting Barbie, like Western toys. But like one licca-chan, and could also be a vintage one, but obviously that I will not find here. Oh my god, I have no idea what that is. Babies. Panties, cute. This is okay. We've got a My Melody collaboration. She's very cute. And here's the Kuro. Oh my god, I'm knocking everything over. Kuromi. And here we have, I don't know what that is, but it's also a collaboration with something. This one would be cute. I don't know what is the Kuromi one less expensive than the My Melody one? I don't know. This would be something I'm into. Here are the bigger ones. This is the hashtag licca. It's not Jenny, but it's like as if licca-chan has like grown up a little bit. Because licca-chan is more on the skipper size. This is probably one of the friends. Ah, yeah. Aoharu, I guess. Hashtag licca. I don't know. But because she has a different face. Look. But she has a Jenny t-shirt. She's wearing a Jenny t-shirt. It has a We Go Back. Okay. Don't really like her hair color, honestly, but this is also hashtag licca-chan or hashtag licca, so she's taller. This is some kind of anime collaboration, I think. They only have two of the My Melody ones left, so I would probably definitely get one of those. And fashions, because I think fashions would be probably fit skipper size dolls. Oh, who else do we have here? This outfit is also cute. She's cute. She also has a different face. I like this one. I like the strawberry one because, you know, I like strawberries. And this looks more like, I don't know, Elsa. This is cute. my friends who are probably super bored because I'm walking around here. Have you already seen something interesting for you? Probably not. You don't need to be in here. You can also go somewhere else and we meet up. I don't know. Because I will take my time a little bit here probably.
Okay.
So do you want to go out somewhere else during that time? Yeah, that comes in the video.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Then let's go.
Then we,
Take it.
yeah, we have WhatsApp. We just text each other. This is also cute. But this is also adorable. This is really cute. Oh, my camera is not focusing, I guess. So these are definitely less expensive. I definitely want to have this one. This is super adorable. This rainbow one, not so much.
本日はトイザらスベビーザラス池袋サンシャインシティ店にご来店いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。お買い物中のお客様にご案内申し上げます。
I'm not sure. I should have probably grabbed a basket in the front. Sylvanian families.
正好把你对象拉过来，你对象直接疯了。今晚我走不了了，宝子。哦，女性消费吗？
Oh, here's another dress. Oh. And this is for the little twins. This is probably the size of Shelly Kelly, I would say. Oh, here's another dress. I like this one more, I think, than this. I mean, this looks really like a Sweet Lolita dress, like in the print. Probably Precure, I guess. Then probably these other dolls were also Precure collaboration. They do have LOL here. Okay, I was not guessing that. Costumes. I think this is all of the newest season of Precure. It's You and Idol Precure. Okay. Yeah, these were the dolls. That's what I mean. Yep. funny. I also bought something from this brand just yesterday in another store, but it was not for children, it was normal. Interesting, they also advertise this for children. Okay, what else? I mean, this seems to be a pretty small doll section that I've just seen. So, by the way, I'm in Sunshine City, Ikebukuro. This is the Toys R Us. I'm in here. Okay, they have the newest Furbies as well. Okay, the Sylvanian family section is big, big. But I don't know which of those are like exclusive to Japan or something like that. Oh my god. It's amazing.
本日はトヨタラスベビータラス池袋サンシャインシティ店にご来店いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。お買い物中のお客様にご案内申し上げます。トヨタラスベビータラスのポイントカードはもうお持ちでしょうか。ただいまポイントカード会員様新規登録キャンペーンを実施中です。3週1回合計4000円以上お買い上げいただき、新規ご登録していただいたお客様に後日お伝えいただける1000ポイントをプレゼントいたしております。ポイントは1ポイント1円からお伝えいただけます。現回付は無料、お得がいっぱいのポイントカード、この機会にぜひご使用くださいませ。
Photogenic licca. Maybe I guess they are more posable. They have interchangeable hands and so on. So. These are these small rooms. So you have like a display set. It's a collaboration with Frank, same as these.
そういえばなんかね、マスコミストってね、ここにかぶるやつを一生懸命次から次に姫様の頭にかぶるやつやってたよ、ここで。でもあれ最後欲しいって言わなかった。欲しいって言わないとただ場合ある。冠みたいな。爬虫者みたいな。
And then face mask. Shoes. Some assortment of shoes.
ちょうどいいからよかったよ。私家にしかもこういうセット買ってなかった。
I think this is the other cutest one. Okay, I don't know which one I get. Okie dokie. Meanwhile, my friends went into the Pokemon Center, which is also in the same building. So let's have a look. Where's the entrance? They are not in there. Michi is sitting outside. So, yeah, I think I will show you now what I bought in Toys R Us here in Tokyo. I'm currently back in our little apartment and I'm alone because my friends, so Michi, the friend that I'm staying with here in Japan, and the other friend, Sato, who is living in Japan, they are both gone now to an onsen. It's not really an onsen, it's more like a public bath and I don't like this. Sorry, I know I don't want to be naked in there with, I don't know, it's not my thing. So that's why I have a little bit of free time here, and I thought I could just include what I bought there. I really was intending to film more in other stores because you saw it a little bit. We were in a Pokemon Center and we were in, I don't know, Kiddieland and some other stores. And of course today, as we were in Ikebukuro, and before that we were in Shibuya, there were lots of other stores. We went into Shibuya 109, so Ichimaru-Q, the Mecca 100 years ago, no, not 100 years ago, like in the like 90s and early 2000s, and up until the 2000 maybe 14s, etc., of the Gyaru culture. And I was a gaijin Gyaru. All of the stores, I loved all of that, but it has changed a lot. But we were in there, but you just can't film in there. It's not allowed. And also, like in Pokemon Center, I was also told to not film. So I was surprised that nobody you know, told me to not film when I was in Toys R Us. It's just you can't really film in those stores. It's like, it's a shame, so I cannot bring you all of this joy or all of these cool things that are like available here because it's not allowed. It's very different to like US, in the US where everybody, it's so totally normal to film in every store, than to Europe where it's technically allowed to film in every store, but you know, it's not really, people are not used to it. And here it's even kind of forbidden for a lot of stores. So, but you saw what you saw at least Toys R Us. And like in the small other like toy stores, for example, I have to ask if I'm able to film. And I don't know, a couple of people might say yes and a couple of people might say no. But I bought one licca-chan doll. Maybe let's flip the camera around. Yeah, so that was like one of my intents there, to find a new in store licca-chan doll, and I chose the My Melody collaboration. There were just 2 left, and the others were all the Kuromi collaboration ones. So I have one modern licca-chan doll here and a couple of fashions. I chose this denim number here because it has lots of, it was one of the more expensive ones, but it has lots of like pieces. This little, you know, bunny hood thingy, and the dress, and these leg warmers, which, by the way, I bought similar leg warmers earlier today. Not necessarily in this style, but I bought some in Shibuya 109, so on the shopping mall there. Ta-da! More in Y2K style. But yeah, it's just this style of leg warmers that also licca-chan is wearing here. Whoop. So I bought this one, and also in hopes that this is either fitting Skipper dolls or maybe Stacy. So let's see. Then the strawberry dress, which definitely looks like a sweet Lolita dress, and the purple version. Oops, of this. Those were less expensive because of course they have less pieces. So this one. So 3 fashion packs and 1 doll. And then I couldn't say no to one of those little cuties. I technically thought that Cotton Candy Kittens might like it just because it's, you know, it's a cute little baby. It had little baby accessories and it's a super cute little baby. So I thought if she doesn't like it, I will keep it, but it's intended as a gift. And anything else? Yeah, just in Kittyland I bought some hairpins. So, or hair clips, nothing super fancy or so, but ta-da! So this is what I bought today. And I might include some footage when I'm filming back home in Germany then. When I have unpacked them, so then I can directly show you what the articulation, etc. of the licca-chan dolls is. And I will unpack these fashions and have a closer look at them. So, okay, so let's unbox the dolls, or the doll, because I will not unbox this one here, this one doll and the 3 fashion packs. So I've not removed her directly from box. I've just checked, and I think they're super easy to unbox, which is very different to, you know, modern Barbies. If I get my fingernail underneath here. So, ta-da! I might even put her back in the box because it is so cute, but I'm not sure. So there is a little, what is this? But it doesn't look like a big pamphlet or anything, unfortunately, no. Who knows what this is with a QR code on it. Unfortunately, there is nothing like a little booklet or anything that shows us more licca-chan fashions or so. And then how is she held in? Okay, a couple of zip ties apparently, and then these plastic things that hold her hair. Okay. Oh, look at the shoes, they are so adorable. Little Mary Janes, even with a little bit of a, no, not necessarily a platform sole, but a little bit. How do they feel? Yeah, they're more rubbery than Barbie shoes. I mean, a couple of Barbie shoes also are a little rubbery, but they are definitely softer than what I know. And I like it. I know there's people, Barbie collectors, who prefer the firm shoes, but I like rubbery shoes because they are easier to put on and all, and they fit more shoe sizes. Yeah, this is super nice, super nice. Okay, what else? Okay, this is not necessarily in her hair, this is just underneath, so between her neck and her hair. Okay, so she has definitely a little bit of box hair, but I mean, that's to be expected because she has also a little bit of curly, or not necessarily curly, more like wavy hair in the back. But it's super soft. It's I don't know, but it's probably nylon, I guess. I've heard people talk about Japanese nylon. Maybe this is what this is. This is super soft. she has something else over her. Can you see that? Over her bangs. So probably need to remove that. Can I just slide it off? I guess I can slide it off. Yeah. Easy. And then we can put her little headpiece back on. Okay, super adorable. I have like brought a couple of my, you know, Western dolls, the smaller ones, as a size comparison here, because I was never sure, is she more like a Skipper size or an older Skipper size or a newer, like, I don't know, whatever. So let me start the size comparisons. Here I have the, 90s and late 80s Skipper. Wait, whoa, she's way more tanned, but that's not what I mean. She's taller, you can see that. So she might be more in line with the younger Skipper. Let me get one. This I have forgotten to take out. I know, I just grabbed my Malibu Skipper. This is still the Skipper size that was used until also the late 80s. Very similar, very similar. So she has a bigger head, of course, but I think in terms of also the body proportions, I have one with a long dress here, but legs and all, very similar. I think also in terms of like waist and stuff, I'm sure she has tiny little boobs, which this Skipper body doesn't. Let me check underneath if that's the case. Just in terms of the body mold, yeah. So she has a little more, like it's a little wider probably in the upper part than this Skipper. But I think this is probably the best like size comparison that I can think of, because they are almost at the same height. Maybe the Skipper is a tiny bit taller. Because what I've also thought about is she maybe, because I was guessing she was bigger than this Skipper. You know, Skipper also grew up. The tallest Skipper ever was in the late 90s and early 2000s with a teen Skipper. I did not bring out this body because this was clear to me this is different. But I was thinking maybe also of Stacy's size, but no, Stacy is definitely smaller. So here we've got the 90s Stacy. And the 90s Stacy is also the same body as Lady Lovely Locks, so smaller. So licca-chan is taller than these. I also have brought a Petra's little sister, which is Peggy. Yeah, they are also absolutely the same size. So these could probably also share like super like good share fashions, which makes me super happy because I love this Peggy style, but I don't have a lot of Peggy fashions. So whenever I find other Peggies, I'm always like, because Peggy is slimmer than the Skipper fashion, so she looks always a little weird in these fashions. This is also super nice to know. Yeah, and of course like something like Tootie or so, that's way smaller. Okay, let me check on what the fashions would feel like. So as I said, hair, not saran, but it could also be saran, but I'm more sure that it is probably nylon. It could be also saran. It is super soft. I will just wash it through once probably to get rid of the box hair situation. Her little hair piece is very well made. It's different materials. Here you have the little soft fuzzy material, then it's separate bows. They are made of a little ribbon. Then there is this ruffle. This is also a separate material from this. This is printed on here, this crisscross. But other than that, it's like multiple different materials and it is tied together with a little rubber band. So very easy to take off and on. She has the cutest little heart earrings. Adorable. And the dress itself, yes, there's definitely printed on things. And it is a little stiff, so this material underneath here, this is what they mostly also, Mattel also uses for printing on. This is not the nicest material. It is this satiny material, very shiny, but probably very nice to print on and probably cheap. But I don't mind it that much because she has another overlay. So she has another layer of organza. So this is definitely organza. It's not a tulle. It's a very stiff organza, but it makes sense for this little cute Sweet Lolita dress. And the ribbon also, of course, that's printed on. How else would you do it with My Melody here and the little mouse? It even says My Melody. so adorable. But this is nice. It's a different material than this. This is stiffer, not necessarily stiffer, but it's not as shiny. It's also, yeah, it also has the little ruffle here at the edge, which is another material, so two different. And then again, a satin bow, which is attached. It's not just printed or anything. Then the crisscross is printed again, of course, same as here, because it's the same. It's supposed to be the same style. It's the same dress, and also, you know, the little, you know, stripes are printed on. And then she has these puffy sleeves again, and they're also organza. So I think, apart from the fact that what they use, the material they use to print on, I don't really like, but I still like this dress a lot because it has this overlay. It's not just this. And then there are these super cute knee-high socks, and of course the crisscross ribbon is also printed on, but then she has definitely real lace at the edges, and you already saw it. I put on these shoes. They're to die for. I love them, but they're of course flat feet, so she's got almost flat feet, maybe a tiny bit arched. I'm not sure if let's check on with an older skipper. Do the shoes fit her? They look a little big, but they could totally work, especially if you use socks. I'm not sure if Licca, I mean, now she has socks on, that, so she wouldn't fit normal skipper shoes with the socks. But size-wise, if I don't want to put out the socks, I'm pretty sure she fits skipper shoes. So that makes it already also very interesting to me, because, like, of course I don't have a lot of licca-chans and I prefer my skippers still. But if I ever find more, or if I ever come across more fashions or something, whatever, and I've, of course, also during the travels, you have not seen it, but I bought a little more licca-chan stuff, and of course I have these fashions here, then I can also use them on my skippers. So this is nice to know. So as I said, I will not unbox this little girl because I want to give it to my friend Cotton Candy Kittens, because this is like a little baby with baby accessories, and I know she likes the teeny tiny baby things, toys. But at least I said I want to leave her in the package, or maybe I can just open this. Can I get it out? And we can see her without the glare. There she is, the teeny tiny little sibling. A full-fledged out family, her dad, Pierre, her mom, then her little twin sisters, like baby, not as baby as this one, Miki and Maki. They're more, I think, like Shelly Kelly size, but this one is smaller than Kelly. Can you see? It's almost just half the size, so it's really more like a baby. And these might be triplets, or I'm mistaken. I don't know. I mean, you can play with it as you want. But look at how cute and tiny, and this little mouth, and these teeny tiny hands. So they're definitely smaller than a little, you know, Stacy. Here I have, yeah, definitely also smaller than, this is a Petra baby, but the same size as the Hart family babies would be. So definitely smaller, but she has rooted hair still. And yeah, I mean, she could probably she maybe could share fashions with Shelly Kelly, but like not super good. And also probably not super good with these, maybe a little bit better. But I mean, it's almost the size as, you know, one of the babysitter skipper babies. Yeah, I would say it's more this size, or, you know, the mermaid skipper babies. It's more this size, just a little bit bigger head, and overall a little bit bigger. I would say this is the best size comparison. I haven't gotten one out of those, but for comparing. But yeah, so this is about this size. It's completely different. Yeah, nice. You can just put it back easy. Now let's get on to some of the fashions. Let's start with this dress here. Can I also, yeah, it is on a card. Oh, ooh, nice. Oh, this is so adorable. I mean, the presentation already. I mean, with this one you cannot see because it, like, how it looks directly, like, because it doesn't have, it's not a window box. It's just, you know, cardboard, but I mean, that saves plastic, which is very rare for Japan to save plastic. Honestly, they put plastic around every single cookie, but yeah, the presentation here is super nice. Oh, Oh, it even has an inlay. Yeah, here, like a little hanger. I see. So this is, it's like a cutout of the shape of a dress, and then the dress is put over it, so it doesn't smush to the side or whatever. So they don't need any of these horrible little plastic like ties what Barbie uses nowadays, these plastic ties to fasten the dresses. This is a super good alternative. Why is only Takara thinking of this? Super good. Oh, and I love the dress. I love the shape of, the shape also, the shade of purple. It is a similar situation as in that the first layer here is this shiny satiny material with the printed on, with the print on. So it's printed on. It's like little sweets and little, oh, it's not sweets, it's only makeups. Okay, I thought it's sweets and makeups. No, but there's lipsticks and powder compacts and stuff like that. Bows, etc. And on its own I would probably not prefer this, but it has, that's why I chose it. There were also other dresses, and I think we will run into this with this dress. This does not have a layer over it, but I immediately, when I saw that this has another organza layer over it, it makes it look immediately better. Only the top part here you can directly see the material, and then, I mean, this is a purple material, the purple organza, and at the top here it's a pink organza, light pink, has these like cute ruffly sleeves, and then these shoes. I mean, look at these shoes, they're so cute. I don't want to redress this girl, but you can imagine what she would look like in this dress with these shoes. Oh, adorable. I mean, I was at first also not sure when you see her here. I was like, is this little bow also included? But then you don't see the bow here. It's really the shoes and the dress. Because this would have been cute if there would have been another accessory. No hair accessory, no socks or anything. I am really into this. This is really a good level of detail and quality still, I definitely have to say. And these two dresses, the more, Sweet Lolita dresses, they are definitely more on the cheaper end. I don't remember what it was. 700 yen or something like that. Or was it 1,000 yen? I don't remember, but it was like definitely less, maybe yeah, or 1,200 or something. This was the more expensive one, so the ones that with the window front, but this also has more different things, some more like pieces in itself. Let's open this one up. The strawberry dress. I mean, those are strawberries too. Oh, this is different. So this came on a separate little card, and this is more like in a little box, but still you can slide it out. Oh, I still like it. I still love it. It is the satiny shiny material. I wish it would have been a little more matte, but actually when you feel this is pretty soft. This is not super stiff, a little, but I mean it needs to have a little stiffness for it to be in this, cupcake shape. Oh, interesting. Here it looks like, actually I thought, yeah, looks like she's wearing a little necklace, but the necklace is stitched onto the dress, so this is like the color of the dress. Oh, and then it's a separate bow here in the front, just a little, satin ribbon bow, and two different types of lace. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see that. There's two different types of lace. This is a light pink lace, and then at the bottom here, this is a different lace. So this is more like a cotton lace, honestly. It might not be cotton, but it looks more like a cotton lace, and this is a polyester lace here in white. And then it's the same type of shoes, the same shape, but in pink. So, oh, I love it. What actually, and this is the same style of how it is fastened in the box. Mattel, please use this. So get your ideas from Takara. This is really good. Or Takara Tomy, of course. They are not just called Takara anymore. They're Takara Tomy. But I'm curious. I want to redress one of my skippers now. If all this stays, this is smaller. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Yeah, you get it easily. Oh, this. I mean, come on. And this is just with again with a little tape. Not necessarily little, quite a lot of tape. I like these skippers the most, as you might know. And And I have to say, I still prefer the face of a skipper or something with, you know, depending, like the eyes. I think licca-chan and other Japanese dolls very often have very little white in their eyes. They have like super big, you know, pupils and everything. And this is the only thing that's a little uncanny to me. I prefer when you know, the eyes are more open, if you know what I mean. But I prefer, like, I like big eyes and all of that. So I haven't really focused on the body itself. Maybe let's do that after that. If they have, like, what type of legs they have and all. I should have done that. I'm not really a good toy reviewer. I mean, these are definitely heels. I guess Skipper will look weird with them because Skipper has really flat arched feet, so no arch at all, just very flat feet. She also does not necessarily fit in them super well. I mean, she still fits. It's just a weird angle, I guess. But it's still, I mean, it kind of works, especially if you bend the knee a little backwards, then it kind of works. So, okay, she can fit in it. You have to squeeze a little bit. I guess licca-chan has a little bit like a smaller feet or not as wide or something, I don't know. But it works. I was guessing it would look weirder with the, you know, little heel, but no. It's not super good, but it still works. Okay, let's put on the dress. I hope she fits in. It's about the upper part of the body. That could be an issue, I guess. Or the waist. That works. That works totally fine. That is almost a perfect fit. Oh, look how cute! I probably would not put like the super suntan Skipper in one of those dresses. I would probably like use another one because, you know, this is Beach Blast Skipper, I think. Oh no, Wet n Wild. I don't even have Beach Blast. Sorry, this is Wet n Wild Skipper. But yeah, she fits in this, like, absolutely. So that's good news because I was, of course, buying all of these dresses also to dress up my Skippers because I didn't buy that many licca-chans. So I bought this one, and in upcoming other videos you will see I'm also like vintage toy hunting in other stores, and I will buy, I think, only one more licca-chan, but I will buy a couple of Jenny dolls and something else, but more Japanese dolls, but only 2 licca-chan dolls, and I think I want to leave them both in their original outfits, so I would not need all of these fashions, but now knowing that they fit in 90s or like 90s, 80s Skipper body, both of them probably, she is more similar in height, but they still work, I would guess, in terms of, she might be a little bit too flat for these, but also not necessarily. So I guess you could use all of them. I guess like maybe a Stacy could also work for this, although she might be a little bit too small for them. I mean, the dress is then longer and you can fasten it a little tighter in the back because it's Velcro, you can always fasten it a little tighter. It might work. But look how cute! It works! I'm so happy. We have one more like fashion pack to take out of the box, which this was, as I said, oh no. I want to talk about the articulation of this girl. So she has a ball joint in the neck. That is nice because I think that has not always been the case. Same, it has also not always been the case with Barbie, like 80s Barbies, 80s or 70s, whatever. They didn't have an ball joint all the time, especially the budget ones from the 80s did not, but she does. So what about the arms? So just technically articulation in the shoulder, also able to go out, that's good, but I can already feel it's very rubbery. So is she able to bend her arms? A little bit, yeah. It's not super good, but I think it's meant to be bent. Just not necessarily with a click mechanism, but just by, because this is a little bit like a bendy material. See? It works, and it doesn't look super weird when you bend it. So I'm not sure how much you can really flex it until it breaks, but I think it's pretty sturdy. So, aha, interesting. is it the same with her legs? Oh, by the way, she also comes with a little panty. So the legs, first of all, they just, you know, move back and forth. Can she sit? Yep, all the way. Of course, no other joint in the legs, but she also, yeah, no, she does not have bend and snap, although it looks like it. I think licca-chan and Jenny and all never had bend and snap knees, although maybe in very rare releases. They always have these bendy knees. I had heard about this, but you know, and my other ones that were already out of the box, I can do it as well. This looks a little weird to me, you know, when, I mean, there's not necessarily really a joint. You can make them sit, but it looks a little weird, but it totally works. Yeah. So this is the articulation. Okay. Also of course, she can't do the splits or anything. She could never ride a horse with that, but it's probably not necessary, especially not in this attire. Okay. Of course, Skipper is different because she's got the snap in her knees. Yeah, I was about to get this outfit out of the box. Oh, wait. I think there's another tape. That works better. What are the materials like? So we are definitely like looking at something that's supposed to be a denim dress, and it's not denim. No, it's also just printed on that it is denim. Can you see the little denim? You know, kind of. It looks like denim, but it's also not denim. But it is a nice material. It's pretty thin, which is nice for the scale, of course. Real denim would mostly be way too stiff to make these little ruffles and all. So therefore it works really nice. In between there's a different material. Of course, that's always when you have these tiered skirts, that's normal. They're hemmed. Then she has a little like Peter Pan collar. And this is soft. This is like a, you know, a little velvety, soft, like flocked or something. And this is of course not hemmed because it's way too small to be hemmed. This is just, you know, probably laser cut or something. Then she has a little tie here. Is it a real one? Not necessarily, but it's not printed on. It's a little ribbon, just cut. And if you put it underneath the dress again, yeah, looks like a little tie. Yeah, they have like, what's it called, elastic? The little puff sleeves have elastic in them. And this is really nice. Once here, this crisscross thing, this, you know, it's of course not real ribbon or something, but it is not just printed on, it's stitched on. This is an embroidery, so this is embroidered. Then we have these little buttons here. They're not real buttons, but they are material. So they are plastic or metal, just little beads that are sewn on. I can see it, it's just a gold bead that's sewn on. Here we have it again. It's like a hanger that comes off of, you know, the card, the back card. It's super nice. Oh, it has the Licca logo on it. And then we have this weird, but of course super adorable little head. It's like, you know, it's actually like a little balaclava. You know, these heads that are almost like a scarf that you put around your face also. But then of course it has bunny ears to make it extra cute. She comes with flat shoes. They look also really nice. They are very similar to the Skipper shoes. They have a lot of details. The Skipper shoes from back then, they have a lot of details, but they look a little different. It's just a little bit of a different style. And then I was just like, what? Wait, another skirt? No, that's not a skirt. These are two separate pieces, and they're leg warmers. Actually, very similar to what I bought for myself. These little denim leg warmers that then just flare out. So they're like flared little denim leg warmers. Is there actually, yeah, here we just have this little picture. So this is how it's supposed to look. At the back side there's just lots of Japanese writing and some QR codes for something, I don't know. And probably what you shouldn't do, and you shouldn't give this to a baby, and don't put it in your mouth, and whatever. Takaratomi and Licca. It doesn't say licca-chan. Also interesting, these have also different, like here it's written in Japanese, so in katakana, and here we have it as the word Licca. It actually doesn't even say licca-chan anywhere. This is also my Melody and Licca. So interesting, you definitely say licca-chan most of the time, but it's not as in of the package. It just says Licca. Licca, by the way, it was her real name. It's actually like Rika, so R-I-K-A. But you know, with Japanese, it's very flowy between the L and the R, so it comes out, if you pronounce Rika as Rika, and then you write it in a different way. So this is what her name is. Yeah, she has a whole backstory. She's an 11-year-old schoolgirl that goes to a primary school. Her mother is a fashion designer from Japan, and her dad is a he comes from France, so he's a French musician. I forgot what her mom was called. I definitely know her dad is called Pierre. She has 2 younger like siblings. They are twins, Miki and Maki, I think. And if I'm not mistaken, then these teeny tinies are also her siblings. So they might be more little siblings. I don't know. But yeah, and I think it's the same age that Skipper in the beginning was supposed to be. I don't know if it was really like clearly pointed out that Skipper was meant to be an 11-year-old or something, but she is definitely like an 11-year-old. While Skipper at one point grew up and then got smaller again, because I think Skipper is again at maybe at a 12-year-old or something like that. When here she was okay, she was a teen, and then she even got Teen Skipper, which is almost at the same size as Barbie. I think licca-chan has never changed in her like size or in her age or anything. She has always stayed the same. She is produced since I think the 60s, the mid-60s is I think when licca-chan was first introduced, and she has always been the most popular and most like the best-selling doll in Japan, maybe even in whole Asia. I don't know how this is counted, but definitely always outselling Barbie over there. That's why Mattel then partnered, of course, with Takara in the 80s to bring out Barbies that looked way more like licca-chan, a little taller, etc. They were called Barbie, and they were kind of successful. But at one point, Mattel parted with Takara and like made another collaboration with Bandai. So then they produced other dolls, the Maba Barbies, that look again very similar to this, but you know, from a different company than from Bandai, etc. While Takara still produced the Takara Barbies, but then under the name of Jenny. So Jenny and Licca are technically not from the same line. If you've heard of Jenny dolls, they're technically from different separate lines, just from the same company. But nowadays, I think you saw it in the video, the hashtag Licca dolls, they are supposed to be Jenny. So they are now kind of incorporated into the Licca line, while they were gone for a couple of years. For a couple of years you couldn't buy Jenny dolls, but Licca has always been the most popular one. So younger and sweeter has always been the way, and Japanese people just don't prefer curvaceous blonde beach bombs like Barbie. So it has always been like this. She has a very light hair color. You see it, very light blonde together with pink. It's very strawberry-like. But licca-chan is mostly depicted with this milk tea blonde or even brunette. So very rarely this golden blonde like Barbie, because it's just a hair color that's not super achievable for Japanese people, but also not that popular. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. These super cute fashions. I will not take this out here. I will probably, I don't know, maybe I dress the Skipper in this outfit. Let's see what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this toy hunting at a Japanese Toys R Us and the haul and the little review. So if you did, don't forget you can give this video a thumbs up, you know, comment down below. Or if you want to subscribe and you're not subscribed, super easy, click the subscribe button and you will always be up to date with my videos, you know, with my new videos from Japan and from all of the other cute vintage toys. So thank you so much for watching. See you real soon, and may the toys be with you. Bye! Oh gosh, I needed to show you. I've put this on Skipper and I'm dying. This is so cute. It's very short on Skipper. Well, it still works. I can give her some little shorts underneath. But oh my god. Yeah, she will definitely go on the shelf like this, because I don't even have her original like swimsuit. So this was also just a replacement outfit. Ah!